Hello my friends and welcome back to another beautifully polygonal day here on my procedurally generated community Minecraft server. I'm over here at the aft of my ship. I almost said bow, but I'm at the aft of the ship checking things out. I don't know what happened to that piece of fence. I'm going to have to replace it, I suppose. But I am thinking that today is the day that I'm going to take down this column that's been here and probably the observational platform I have over here. Oh, let me go ahead and put these on so when I want to float down, I can float down, right? So the other one is going to probably come down as well today. So let's see here. So this guy right here, I'll probably tear this down and kind of decide. And actually, it's in a pretty good spot for the foresail. And back here, or the foremast, and back here, this guy, I think right here is actually where the mizzenmast is going to go. And yeah, that'll work well because then this is all kind of cosmetic here, and I don't really want this side to come out much more, even though I'm pretty sure that these blocks aren't counting towards creating a cap on the house. Each one of these doors creating houses for the farm. But, you know, we might. Also, I think it's time that I fill in these sections here. Because the ship is getting to the point where it's about done. It's almost done, so it's time to fill in those last side parts. I am holding it for the end, and maybe I'll extend this out. Once it's all done, I'll see. But maybe I like being able... Well, first off, this one I'm going to leave open because it's my way in and out. Oh, man, I really do like the fact that I can look and see everything. But I'm definitely going to do the one above here and the one on the foresection in the forecastle area of the ship. And also, I want to do a quick little rundown of the sections that still don't really have anything. I want to make sure that all of my TNT is in the cannons, so I can actually launch those. Down here, I guess I don't really need to have anything else. But right in here is a big amount of space where it's not doing anything. It's dead space, right? It could be storage. Down below are... these lighting effects that you're getting are because of blocks that are coming all the way up and some that are not. But below deck is the farm deck, by and large. So you also have... Get down there. You also have these guys, right? So there's the sugarcane farm and the wheat farm, which is working, and the beetroot farm, which works, but I don't want any more of. Oh, and that little piece was right there by the edge. I want to pick that up. There we go. However, the cow farm and these two I don't think are working either. I think those carrots and the potatoes that might be there from my micro farm. So these two are supposed to be passive but not working, and that's unfortunate. But these two are definitely not working because I never got around to putting name tags on the mobs, and they started despawning and things like that. But I also probably... I'll leave this here because it was part of the original build, but I do need to come up with another pig and cow section. So maybe I do that up here in that area that has the blank space, right? But I don't know. I also kind of want to... This part was... yeah, this worked out well because I might make this the musical section of the ship, right? And maybe do... Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, and then... Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. All right. Boom, 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 boom. But that's something to think about. But maybe I put the farm here. I don't know. I'll leave this pillar here for now, and the way up for now to the next deck, to the top deck there. Maybe this could be where that cow farm section is. But as you can see, the whole main deck is pretty clear. Well, you know, the tree farm takes up a little bit of space, the main mast does, but there's a lot... Maybe it can be open, you know? Here is... Something's going to have to come in here. This is a big amount of space. So I'm not really sure what it would be, you know? Would it be a couple of rooms? Put some... For what I need, I don't need very much storage. Also, looking at the portal reminds me that my original intention was to put the portal inside the submarine down below, and that thing needs some bones. So I'll probably have to go over there and get some more bones. And also, while I'm doing that, I'll get some more bone meal so that I can complete filling up the micro farm and the villager breeder down below deck with even more villagers, right? So that I can get the entire thing filled out. And down here at the end, I like how you can see, oh, pardon me, I like how you can see like which ones are filled and which ones aren't based on, well, you can see the guys there as they turn around and look at you. But also the lights, you know, the powering. I haven't gotten around to either backfilling with carpet or glass down here. You know, there's a lot of lights in. Maybe I come through with some glowstone also. I'm kind of brainstorming right now because I did, in between parts that are being completed, I want to make sure I know what I've done, what I'm going to be doing next, because I want the whole project as a whole to come together well. Put a pin in that. And in order to do that, I'm constantly reevaluating the build plan as we go along, right? It's not a blueprint, it's a free form. That's part of what makes it artistic and allows you to create into the space rather than having everything and whatever. Anyways, I also need to, like the submarines there, I need to finish that thing out. Need to figure out something with these guys. As you can see, it does seem to work partially. They get pushed in there, it's kind of not working right. So what's up? I don't know, I'll figure it out. It's fully powered, so they should shoot off, and they have. And they've gotten here, and I wonder if that trap door was there, or if I had rails that they would have slid down and actually gone into there. It's difficult, having dealt with boats now and minecarts now. I know that getting to drop the minecart loaded villager into the 1 square block is not going to be as easy as I believed it would be. So maybe I have these guys come up here, and we put, like, cauldrons, or... We could do this similar style here, up and around the edge, and then like make this the spa area with the hot pool, and still maintain the moon pool, and maybe get rid of the submarine, which was supposed to house the portal, the nether portal, right? Or I could turn this into the killing chamber by finding a way to drop them down in there and putting a couple zombies in there and just letting the zombies take care of them. But I also want to use this rail system to eject villagers out and onto the ship to roam freely, the nitwits at some point. So we'll be continuing to do that. So those are some of the projects that I think I'm working on today. And I also I was thinking about exploring off to the what direction? Back towards spawn, to maybe go out into the, what's the word I'm looking for, swamp, and find one of the 2 village or witch huts. That's the word I'm looking for, that I had noticed before, and maybe get to work on a witch farm at some point also. And that might be another separate project for later. But for today, having reset the sun, let me go ahead and get to work on getting rid of some of this stuff. All right, I'm going to knock out some of these, and I'll be right back for a quick update. Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. I reset the sun and taken down the 2 platforms, the observational platform and its corresponding pillar. I left that little bit right there so that I would be able to climb up and down between the 2 decks. And then the pillar back here that I had set up originally just to kind of give it some perspective is gone as well. Diving and climbing. Did I climb just right? I sure did. So now it looks a little plain. Not gonna lie. Maybe the aft mast probably would have missed. Probably should have been just a little bit. I don't know. Maybe right there will work. We'll see. We'll see. Meanwhile, over here, I think the foremast. Where to put it? Where to put it? I might actually have to think on this for a while, because it doesn't have to be perfectly mathematically where it needs to be. I believe that. What is this? I believe this is the window for the fish farm down below at the Skelly farm. Wink. Why would you put the... Well, why not? Okay, so let's see. If I put it there, that might be too close. It really feels like it needs to go right there. Like right on top of the very front of the iron farm. But maybe right there would work. No, man, that is so... The big problem is that the main mast is so wide that the little section that I have planned is only going to be about that wide, and it's going to go from here. Oh, or maybe stick it. No, that's too far back. Putting it right in the center of the iron farm. Maybe. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I'm so torn up. Maybe right here on the top, in the little section right here, and then have it like come down. Yeah, that'll probably work. So probably right there. Oh no, and then oh boy, that's gonna be a lot. If I'm gonna do sails again, wow, that's gonna be real close. And if I put it there, that means I gotta put one there, and then that'll be real close. Okay, something to think about. All right, but next step, I think, is to fill in this part here and this part here with all of the spruce. So let's go over here and chop down some spruce. All right, get to it. Back in a moment. Welcome back, my friends. I was flying around checking out some things and wanted to get some distance shots for myself. And while I was over here looking at my ship, I noticed that there was this ice farm over here I hadn't noticed before, and I wondered if our buddies had come up here and built it recently or not, but it looks like it's working pretty well. All right, that'll get done pretty quickly, and this is actually a pretty sharp design, the 3 wide out here, because that'll give it less space to be next to a block that will be a whole block, which will afford it the opportunity to freeze up. This style will take a while, you know, but it'll get the job done also. So whomever did this, they'll just come back and probably rip through all of it. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like they have it set up to, you know, refill itself. For example, I have my 400 biome series that I'm working on. I have a Mount Mushroom right now. Mount Mushmore has an ice tray in it where there's like a water under. Presume there would be an ice block here, and then there would be water here. And because the water sources at the corners would create a 4 water source infinite, and then those would generate more out and out and out. It would just happen in such that way. So that's a good design. I like this. It looks cool, especially with the blue and the white. But the reason I was flying around, and this is a good spot to take a look at the ship. Again, I think maybe right here. The mast really feels like it should go right here, which is kind of 1/3 of the way, or maybe 1/8 of the way, we'll say, into the back of the ship. And then the other one feels like it should go where the captain is. Oh, the poor captain. Right? If it's there, and then that one, man, oh man. Something to think about. Somebody, if you know better than I, if you're a naval person and you know what dimensions these should be, let me know. Because otherwise I'm going to have something that looks kind of wonky. It doesn't have to be symmetric. It could be totally asymmetric. It could be very forward here. Actually, that's probably what's going to end up happening. Very forward and very aft. Aftward. Man, oh man. But it's tough, too, because there's the farm there. But what I could do is directly above the... Yeah, maybe. Directly, which was one of my original thoughts. Directly above the chute hole for the iron golems to fall through. You know, go up 3 blocks and then start a rear mizzen mast here. And it'd just kind of float above. Big deal. You know, whatever. And then do the same thing similarly here. But that would be real close to where the captain's at. The mini captain. Not the large cap. Oh, boy. But, hey, I needed a bunch of spruce, right? So that's why I was over here. And, there we go. So I was over here and I was chopping down our tree farms. And it's the least amount of trees I've seen it in a long time. I just realized I lost all my things. So look at that. All of them are gone. I'm going to have to replant them all. And I'm going to do Tons a favor and replant all of the dark oak also. Right on. Oh, and all the sheep are there. All right, so let's get this replanted, and then I'll get over to the ship and get that built. Or get the decking stuff done. But it's nice to look around and see what other people are building. So thank you, gang, for playing with me on the server. It's a fun time to see what you've got coming. And speaking of other things, Tons has contacted me. He wants me to come back over to his place. So if you want to see Tons' place, stay tuned. I think the next episode we're probably going to go over to his keep and see what's up. Not a keep, a hold. All right, my friends. I'll be right back. Well, my friends, as you can see, with the exception of the torch placement, for now, I've filled in the 4 section, except for this little hatchway, of course, to get out to my portal for now, of the ship. And, oh, you know what? This is actually going to be... I didn't think to look from this angle. Let me give it a good quick peek from here. Yeah, the ship's really kind of coming along here. And I did the back... I did the back upper completely and the back lower just this far because I ran out of spruce. So I guess now is as good a time as any to start recording, right? So, oh man, it looks better than I thought it did. Wood, I should say. Oh, and this, I have that door up there, so you can plop down from there too. But inside, what I was going to say, negatives first, if you'll forgive me. It's gloomy in here now. You know, from the inside, I miss the ability to look at all that blue and it's such a pretty bright color, right? And it makes you happier than brown. But I actually like browns too. I have my personal studio has brown decor. It's calming for me. So too is blue. So this works together, and so do brown and blue in your color palettes, right? Oh, right. But inside here, I decided, as I said before, to keep this pillar as a means of getting up and back. And I filled in this section here as well, right? It's more bright and open because it's not quite as enclosed, though it will be now that I look at it. I haven't gotten around to filling that in. Oh my goodness. All right, something to add to the list of things to do. But from out here, I think it looks pretty good. Let me go ahead and pop the rocket here. Boop, pew. Fly. Get up, get up, get up, get up, and turn around and look at it. And first things first, I think with the observational platform and the rear descriptional pillar, for lack of a better term, it was just there to kind of give me an idea of scale way early in the build. But without that, let me get down a little bit lower. And what's that little purr island all about? Yeah, it's starting to look pretty good. The ship is starting to look pretty good. Let me do a quick tight turn here. Yeah, I like that. Back here, also, it's going to have... This is going to look... it's not as pronounced as I hoped it would be. Let me just kind of land here for now and pop up here. Not quite as pronounced as I hoped it would be, as the rear section... Excuse me. The rear section comes up and out. You know, on a ship it tends to come... I thought it would look more pronounced, but I guess at this scale it's not going to. It looks like it on the front a little bit more. But either way, it's still going to work for me. Ran out of wood, as I said, so I'm leaving this part open for now. But I think that's going to look pretty good once it's filled in. So the part of me that wanted it to be... you know, the part of it that wanted it to be an abstract one for a long time, so that I could, you know, gaze upon it and look out at the water all the time. That part of me is sad, but the part of me that started the ship in the first place is pretty happy. I think it's starting to look pretty good. And if you think it's starting to look pretty good, then why not give me a thumbs up, ladies and gentlemen? I sure would appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more of this building as it's being built, then by all means, please do consider subscribing for more content like this coming real soon, because that is all the time I have for today. I'm going to call it a day. I will, you know, let the trees grow. How are they doing over there? Yeah, they're already starting to come back in, but as you can see, it's going to take a while. And once those are back, I'll go ahead and finish out the rest of the ship and kind of plumb some ideas of where the foremast and the mizzenmast will go. Also, I will still be working on those other things that I was discussing earlier, but I need to keep the ship as one of my primary things, right? Oh, and I gotta go see Tons. So if you want to see that, subscribe for more. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye!